Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining today's session on how to write your book. And I'm so grateful to Mr. Ram Ramakrishnan, three times author of three different books, to have agreed to doing this session for all of us. And I would thank you, Ram. I'm just going to quickly share our audience your website, which actually shows your authored books. We have Focus 5, and it's easily downloadable. We have Local to Global and the 4 Decade Blueprint. So, any of you who are keen on getting these books from Ram, please do visit his website, and you will be able to get a link on how you can get these wonderful books, which are filled up with wisdom on how to accelerate your own journey, become bring your business from local to global, as well as the 4 decades of blueprint, which shares from mindset on how to, and all the different pillars. So, without wasting too much time, let me hand over the stage to now Ram, who is going to be leading the session so that aspiring authors can also make their dream come true to write this book. My name is Kiran Sandhu, and I am the host of today's show, partner with Ram in Leadership Card, also an author of multiple books, TEDx speaker. And so, welcome to everyone. Over to you, Ram. Thank you for
Thank you.
this session.
Thank you, Kiran. Thank you, Kiran, for that. As we are expecting more people to join in, what I want to do also over is there you have some questions you can at any point of a time stop and ask me. Uh, the idea is, I'm sure at one point of a time I had a dream of writing a book, one book, and which I procrastinated for almost 15 plus years. After that, it became a reality. When the first book came in, I could publish the second and third book within next 2 years of a time. So that is what wherein you starting becomes a little bit of a difficult thing. That's where many of them would like to share their experience, share what they know to the world. The another thing where I got this inspiration is also a great story how to write, why to write a book, kind of a thing. I mean, so this is the person called, there's a book called Die Empty, which is written by Todd Henry. Okay, he says one of the quote from him is saying that the most richest place on this planet Earth is the graveyard. He says. The reason being is, he says, many times people have their knowledge and whatever they know is only with them and they don't share it with the outside world. Because of that, it gets buried into the graveyard and nobody will know what is that, you know. We would have heard sometime in my earlier days, our grandparents and all of them, something they know, how they were transitioning to their heritage kind of a thing, no? Telling them this is what it is, this is what you need to do. That way, nobody has informing. Because of that, I like that quote very much. That inspired me to say that yes, whatever I know, I need to put it in the form of a book so that someone or the person will be useful. Even if it helps for even one person, it's good. I did my job well. So that is the thought process with which I started writing these books. And there are many questions will come. We will answer many of those things as we have this. This is the first of a session on book writing. Many sessions we will have. We will answer that. Now, I wanted the audience to answer what is that prompting you to write a book as of now. If you thought of you are here means there is something has prompted you. You wanted to be here. What is that definitely prompted you to write a book? Okay, thought leadership. The second question comes is legacy. Yes. See, what is that one problem your book can address to the reader? What is that one problem or some inputs? What is that area which the reader can get benefited? Normally, readers, people will look at, yes, are you solving some problem, something? Yes, build confidence to speak in workplace. That's right. I do it in the part of the mid-career success. People now always they have a feeling of stuck or stagnated. I help them how you get out of that feeling of stagnation or a feeling of stuck so that you can take your career ahead and move ahead. That is where all my books have been dealing with that. Most of my videos also talks about that is the kind of a area with which I deal with. So it's good sharing of experience. You want to be more specific on sharing of your experience on that. What is that you would like? Somebody reads your book. What is that insights they can get in? Some of my book, I'll also say that when they read it, it will shift their mindset to positive mindset, success mindset, which is also an important thing. That's what uh, my books does for the people. Okay, good. So as we are in the age of AI, I also wanted you guys, one of the things later on I'll tell you, how do you put some kind of a prompts for your first thing is when you wanted to write a book, these are the two questions which you need to answer immediately. What is that nagging you or prompting you to write a book? Number one. Second is, what is that one problem you can solve to the reader? Or what is that one input a reader can get after reading your book so that it is helpful to them? My first book you look at, I'd put anyone reads my book, each of the chapter will give them, there is 5 points for them to start with. There may be so many points in each of the area, either it is a right communication or whether it is adaptability, dependability, various other things which is there. When someone reads my book at the end of it, each of the chapter, you will get what is that 5 points with which you can start working on in that area, addressing the challenges. So nice to hear to get solution instead of going, yeah, good through, going through. Okay. Yeah, that's a good point. So once you are clear about these 2 points, then I wanted you to ask some of these things when you want to do it. First step comes in is there. First listed down some 15 chapters you wanted to be in your book. It may be the questions like, no, how to overcome certain challenges, how you can do that. I'll just give an example so that you will understand that better. Let me share my screen. Just give me a minute. I
Hello.
think give me a minute. Yeah.
Yeah, hi, ma'am. Hi, sir.
Hello.
Hi,
Hi.
Ramesh.
Yes. Hi,
Another
sir.
author joining in. Good.
Yeah, thank you.
Give me a minute. I'm getting my.
So while Ram is finding out the document, what he has shared with us is that put in the chat box why do you want to write a book? So if you can put into the chat box why you want to write this book. The second question is, what is that one problem that you want to solve for your target audience? What is that one problem that you want to solve for your target audience?
Yeah, so I was asking you, one of the thing is try to look at in book, no, moment you say how to identify what is really holding you back in career. Like start writing down the 15 chapters you want to be part of your book. Start with the 15 chapter. Probably we can could filter that 15 chapter and 10 chapters also. Then you can make sub chapters if it is required, if you feel content is more. Just for you to give, see, nowadays you can use some of this chat GPTs also. That's where I said, think of 15 most pressing problem that I can solve to my book readers. And that could be your how-to titles based on my areas of expertise. Basically, I help mid-career professional feeling stuck or stagnated in their career through understanding self, leading self, success mindset, and building relationship. This you need to give. Basically, what is that area of your expertise? That's what I ask you. Basis that if you provide that, it will give you. Basically, you can say how to identify what really holding you back in your career. It is not what you think, right? This may be a chapter you can write. What is that holding back in your career? How to discover your true strength when you feel stuck and undervalued. This may be another chapter. Then third, how to gain career clarity without changing your job overnight. Changing a job overnight is not going to happen. Without that, how do you do? What is that you need to do that? How to break free from I am doing fine illusion that is king of your growth. I am doing fine. It is an illusion, kind of a thing. How do you come out of it? So, like that, I wanted you to look at as a first step. Today, I would suggest that you all think through after you answer these two questions. What is that is clearly prompting you to write a book? What is that one problem it can solve, or one question your book can answer to the people? When that is done, start looking at what are those 15 chapters, how to kind of, how to do it, how to get these things done, kind of a thing. Like I know, Ramesh, many of them would be interested. You are an investment advisor also. If you give them, how to we plan your finances, people will easily come and want to read that, right? How do you do a simple financial management, monthly management, maybe a chapter. How do you plan for your long-term investments, right? How to plan for long-term investment. It may be another chapter. As that is what the thing. Then, if Vikram, you are there, Dr. Vikram, you are actually a doctor, and you can tell them that how one day you talk to me saying that no, you are telling me that your body gives us signals and signs to you before the disease comes, right? So, how to find out those signals? Maybe a chapter which you can start writing it, right? So, as a first step, I would recommend all of you to start looking at it, these things, and what is those 15 questions or 15 chapters you wanted to address. Once that is done, it's all your thought. You have so many thoughts into that. First is I want you to brain drain kind of a thing. No, you need to start listing it down. Today there are various methods you can do it. You can dictate it to the word, it will, in order to type, it will come. Or you're good in typing, you can sit and start typing it, whatever comes to your mind. Don't worry about organizing those things first. That comes as a later stage. First is decide what is that you wanted to address, one thing you want to address, or somebody who reads a book, they get a clarity on one point on subject. Once that is done, start planning for your 15 chapters with the question of how to. That is where people all will get attracted towards that. If you do that, then that will help you. From there, we will go into the coming upcoming sessions on what is that you need to do. First thing you also should start doing is this. Identifying this 15 chapter and start. Brain drain, it will not come in one go. You should be start doing it. If whenever you get a time, whatever it comes to your mind, start writing it down that. I'll give you a small story about how did I write my first book. That should inspire all of you also. See, as I told you in the beginning of it, I procrastinated it for 15 plus years. In one of the major forum, I committed to the people saying that I am going to write a book. After that, I've forgotten about it. I never thought about writing anything. 15 years when came in and people were asking me, you said you are going to write a book, where is it and all. Then I said that I need to make a commitment, right? Then I said that one of the facilities management forum was there, which I was associated with it, and told those guys, wrote to them all the office bearers. They had a very high regard and respect to me. And I told them, every Monday you declare as a knowledge sharing day. And I'm going to give you an article every Monday to you. That is where I started. Then I prepared an article on one Monday to next Monday, and 52 weeks continuously for 1 year. I published those articles into the management forum. At the end of the year, I had 52 articles with me on my hand. Then all of them I looked at and saying that what is that I need to do, convert them into books. I created with 35 chapters a book. That's what it had happened. So that way you need to do. Today, in many of the forum, what you do is if you determine to write a book, I would suggest all of you, you go back after finishing this session, take your Facebook, say that today I had a call with on how to write a book, and I'm going to write a book in next 3 months or 6 months or 9 months, whatever the time period you comfortable, declare it to the world, saying that you can say I was in a book writing, how to write a book session with Ram today. And with this, I'm also going to write a book which will get published on so and so date. I need all your wishes. Put it, commit, make that commitment.
Thank
And
you.
I'm also going to give you, there is another thing which you need to do is also the author pledge. You need to do, okay? Let me share that also. I think I will put it here itself on the group. Like you can download it and make that other pledge as well. First, let me put it on the chart.
Yeah. The big question, Ram, that many people and people who are in the meeting as well as those who will be watching this later often have this thing that I want to write a book, but I really don't know what to write about. Now you have said, come up with 15 chapters. And now the big question comes that I don't even know what I'm writing about. So where is this question going to be
That is
coming?
where the first thing, if they understand, if they make it saying that what is that one problem or what is that you are going to solve for them. That is the one, if you are able to do it, then it becomes
So,
easy.
so when someone is trying to explore on what problem they can solve, where should they seek inspiration? Like, what do you think? Can you give us some ideas about what they should write? Probably, where are we getting
Yeah.
our inspiration from?
See, inspiration is basically one of the things is you get inspiration from various places. Because
Mm,
I attended my third book born out of an inspiration only. I'll
mm,
just give you, I went and attended one of the book launch, one of the NHRD event.
mm,
There was a book launch of this person, Nathan. He was
mm,
my, after that he wrote my, the foreword also for my third book. Okay. I went there when he was launching his books. I bought his book, and what he was telling was he was narrating his experience there, saying that no, how he has helped the people. Is also I earlier I wrote a book on the transformation on a heart. Same heart he used it, saying that how you bring in human centric part of it, no, having that heart kind of a thing. So when he started narrating his chapters, I got an inspiration saying that if he is talking about all his experiences, now from where to where I have come is there is a path. Why don't I collect all those things and put it as a success principles? People always, the success principle book is also a very famous book which is there, and people want to buy and look at it. That is where I thought if I give them saying that something, what is that has worked out to me, it might be helpful for some people so that I can start writing it. That's where I did. And as I told you, my first book, as I thought, I said there may be, I struggled. Well, my struggle it came in. Saying that when I came to Bangalore, initial days, I was struggling. I didn't know where to start, what to do, and all other things. I struggled a lot to get the things. I didn't know the local language, which is Kannada here. I didn't know much about English, talking to the people who come from rural India. It was difficult to converse. I struggled a lot. Then after that, I thought somebody who's coming from rural part of India to the city like this, they need somewhere they need to start. Then I said that let me put 5 points I'll give them. Look at this initially. Once you start exploring it, it becomes better and better. That is where you need to look at what is that you can do. That is where here also I just told you. Once I had a casual conversation with Dr. Vikram. He
mm,
was mentioning to me, see, your body signals out before any decision, disease comes to you,
mm,
right?
mm,
Many times we don't know once the disease comes to you, as then only we will go and seek the doctor advice and all
mm,
other thing. And body has got a thing, then it is easily able to find out. These are some of the things he can start thinking of saying that if he wanted to tell people, how do you identify, how do you live a healthy life by identifying signals?
mm,
Something, maybe your body signal. Some
mm,
of it can be
mm.
like that. It
Correct.
can come. That's where you need to look at what is that one idea or one thing is like a TEDx, no? One
Mm,
idea which can change, kind of a thing. Now, what is that one thought process or one idea which can help other people? If you
absolutely.
think that, that is what I just shared that author pledge, and I
Yes.
wanted, if you are serious about becoming an author, you should
Mm,
do this. This book will happen for me. I understand that it might happen within the next few weeks or few months or maybe next few years, but it will happen.
mm,
Every great and noble idea requires a germination period before it sprouts to success.
mm,
Until such time, I will stay calm, I am worthy, and it will happen.
mm,
This
mm.
is what you need to have this. You have to sign and date for date you can put it
Wonderful.
and keep it.
Mm,
So this is the starting point
absolutely.
of you wanted to be a upfront committing. And
Mm,
if you have a group, if you don't want to put it in a Facebook, you
yeah.
feel, because I did that when I did my second book, I put it to my Facebook saying
Mm.
that I did that. Then I had a lot of pressure. I need to complete it, doing it in this point of a time. Otherwise, your close user group, WhatsApp group, or something
Yeah.
you want to do, upfront put it.
Mm, correct.
So this is also there is a story behind this. When I was working in GE, Always we had a culture of saying that anything and everything, there is a PPT. You always make a presentation to the people. There's a question always raised, why this PPT culture? This leadership team was answering. When you are putting on a PPT and showing it to 100 people sitting there, you are making a commitment.
Thank you, Ram. I'm going to just ask our aspiring authors if they have any roadblocks that is stopping them from actually writing, and if they would like to seek your advice on that. So if anyone has any any blocks in their mind which they would like to. Yes, Ramesh.
Again, I mentioned it's a mindset problem. So when I'm starting the writing, everything is available in the internet. If I put that, if anything, any topic, if I content, if I give it to the chat GPT itself write about all the ideas and everything, they'll come into 25 to 100 pages, whatever it may be, everything will come. So my creativity will stop there itself. So from there, my own experience also comes also, everything it will be there in the system itself. So why I have to write again? Even though if you look at the finance, because I am in the field of finance, if I wanted to give you my experience also, everything it's already in the market, already in the somewhere some form of chat or some form of in the any media or channels, everything is available on it. Again, looks like I'm reproducing again something innovation or creativity. Somewhat looks like stopping. So I don't know how to come out from that.
Yes, Ram. So
See,
what is your thought on that? Because there
See,
is so
because
much
you have
literature.
to use ChatGPT as a productivity enabler rather than just looking at it. It helps you. Basically, you have a thought. It saves you certain amount of a time how to do that, but you have to spend that time also reading it, looking at, and what many times you need to bring in your own experience. See, whatever it is there, see, all this cannot give your own experience if you wanted to give. If you look at in my book, 4 Decade Blueprint Experience, whatever I had put in is I had given my own experience, how some of those things has helped. What is that you need to start doing it. You can use it, some of these tools to help you to structured way bring it, but you need to look at and how you can organize that and get the things done.
I think,
Okay.
Ram, the question that
Adding,
Ramesh is asking is that everything is already available on Google or on the internet. So whatever he wants to write is already there. So why should he be doing the same thing? Right, Ramesh? Is that the
yeah.
question? Yeah.
Yes.
Hmm.
See, you should, one of the thing you consider, right? Some of the time when I wrote this book, sometime they told us, instead of giving a visiting card when you are going there, give them this book. They remember, kind of a thing to
Hmm.
you. Why you should write this book is basically your experience.
Hmm.
Whatever you have an experience is your experience. To bring it out, you only can talk about your experience,
Hmm.
right? All other tools which is there can help you to polish it, do that, and all other thing. But you have to put the prompts becomes very important,
Hmm.
right? In this, what is that you give the content, saying that I wanted to do based on this things, experiences. You will get it, but if you are generating this data, again, ChatGPT gets from where? One of the things all of us, everybody writes, everybody puts it, gets the data, and it stores it, right? You have to look at it also, you are adding inputs to that with your experiences.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, you need to do that. And people, other things also, when you have websites and other things, if you are doing it, so social various other thing, you can use all these things. Today, there is no need for you to publish the book. Even people, even all the Amazon and all those people also not recommending you printing the books and keeping hard copy.
Hmm.
They are all taking e-book. After that, if somebody wants a hard copy of book, they will order and immediately they print it and deliver it, kind of a thing. So that way, it will, one thing, based on my experience, I see is it expands your own knowledge, number one. Moment you start writing it, you do certain amount of research, certain amount of the thing, it makes you better person than what you were before writing the book. That is for sure, it will happen. Then, moment you put that in a book, if you are reading, you yourself read one time, two time, you will always see how you can improve the things further and start doing it. And it also becomes the basis. People see you as an authority today. You become an author, they see you as an authority in that topic. That way, it becomes easier for them. That is the reason you need to write the
Yeah.
books.
Thank
Now,
you,
one
Ram.
part I'll agree
Yeah.
with that, sir. For example, other side, we are saying that I'm getting the experience, I'm getting the knowledgeable because I'm the self identity, something will come, so I'll go for it. So when I'm sharing the experience, so it's that I thought it will be useful for others. Since I'm not the celebrity, no one is going to read my stories.
Mhm.
So what is the purpose I'm writing? Our own knowledge, our own self-esteem to increase. That is the one point. Is there any third point? Whether looking for that point is correct or not, I don't know. That's why it comes.
Yeah, yeah. Where if you are
Or
doing
our own
targeting
satisfaction,
it,
I agree with that.
yeah,
For
yeah.
to help our others, we were both thinking helping others, the knowledge useful others. Since no one is going to read because no one is going to talk about me, something that I'm saying. Because we are not a
Yeah, yeah. There
celebrity.
you need to look at start targeting the right kind of an audience. That is who wants. See, basically, who want? You have some of the expertise. Who want? Whose problem you are solving?
Hmm.
Okay, those guys you need to find. That is a different topic altogether. Finding
Which we
your
will do in
niche,
the following sessions.
niche
Yeah.
market, niche, and all other thing.
Hmm.
No, you need to do
Hmm.
that.
Hmm.
That is where you need to go about it. It all takes time. It's not that will come immediately. Over a period of time, you need to do that.
One
Now,
more
Okay.
thing, I thought of something instead of that. Why do I thought of my mind only? Instead of writing all my experience, why don't you creativity comes from the writing the stories?
yeah.
By movies kind of stories, I can write of my imagination will go something like that. So I thought of it will be different story, right? A story, something little different. At least to that extent, I'll get some sense of what my imagination, creation, creativity comes to that extent.
Yeah,
That's
you
also I'm
can do
thinking.
many ways. There are one of my friends who wrote books like with quotes and other things. Now the
Hmm.
kind of a books which you can write one quote as
Hmm.
one chapter and that
Exactly.
inspires them.
Yeah.
We make a table calendar and
Hmm.
various ways you can do stories. You can write it. There are many ways. Again, you have to see the audience. What is that they prefer,
Hmm.
and basis that you can look at and do that.
Thank
Okay,
you,
I
Ram.
think.
I'm going to be closing today's session, but I
Mm-hmm.
really thank you for sharing with our audience today about how to get started. And I think that my key takeaway from today's session is going to be number one, that first of all, know why you want to write a story, whether it's a book. Now, whether it's a book which is a fiction book, whether it's a real story, if it's a business story, if it's a biography, have your reason for writing it. We may think that we are not celebrities and there is no audience for us, but we are an individual who is unique and has unique experiences to share with the world. We may not get the whole world, but we will still get a small people, a small group of readership to who we are catering to. So that's the first point. Second thing that I would like to just add on is that as Ram had said, that once you have identified your reason for writing the book, find what kind of problem do you want to solve for the person. What really are you passionate about? Because writing about something that you're not passionate about, you'll never be able to sustain the process of writing it. So find, what are you passionate about? What do you have enough knowledge about? When I enrolled a friend of mine and I said, "Oh, you should study EI," and she said, "Oh, but I'm only going to be talking about EI when I'm perfect." Well, you have a little bit more knowledge than many more other people about EI. So that could be an ounce that you're bringing to the table. The third thing which Ram said, come up with the 15 chapters. But at the same time, how do I come up with 15 chapters? That could be if every week, every month, you dedicate on choosing a topic that is passionate to you, that you start writing about it and sharing it with the world, that could eventually compile. So I think most important is start with why you want to do it, what kind of problems you want to solve for people, and start small. Don't think about it as a whole book. Start small by writing the first, maybe just one little paragraph. One of my favorite books is actually a leadership metaphor book, and it is one book which only per page has only a leadership metaphor. And for me, I picked up that and I paid money for it? Did that person think that there are books on quotes? It's all what you think your audience, your reader will always find you if you give them value. But before, with all this, I will just say thank you, Ram, for being here with us and sharing with the audience about how to start writing. More such workshops will be announced soon. Thank you to the
Yeah, yeah.
audience
This
for
is the
joining.
step one of the 5 steps to
Exactly,
writing the book.
exactly.
We'll cover other 4 steps in upcoming weeks onwards.
Sessions. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Thank you.
everyone.
you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you.
you. Thank you, sir.
Bye.
Thank you,
Thank you
ma'am.
so
Bye.
Thank you.
much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.